these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for the Florida Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they can play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring it back. Interception return for a Colts TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun give to Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second and 7. Establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st down, Fournette going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as he'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 11 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Go with a big bang Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies...
Cooks for extension. It's complete. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Watson now to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fournette. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. His first carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now we give him to Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Watson, off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marcus. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And he did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving up. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd and 20. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Oh, Floyd loses it. It's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround.
Touchdown! It's complete. Michael Pittman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Watson. And that's complete to Close. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided to pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And they'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jimmy Garoppolo, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Achilles like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the side.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 38 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On 1st down, Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game.
Touchdown, Colts! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, he gets it complete to Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quinn Penny in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never put their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Room here to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got his target, Harris. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, it's Hawkins. Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw, Watson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. It's Fournette, and he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continue